What's going on? It's your boy Mr. Body coming to you live. Conversations with Mr. Body here on this beautiful Monday afternoon, right? And so what is today? Today is Mindset Monday, Motivation Monday. Thank God it's Monday. Whatever you want your Monday to be, that's what it's going to be. And whatever you decide to give is what you're going to receive, right? And so with that being said, listen, let's just talk about it, right? In you creating your new results, right? Like, how is that going for you, right? Are you feeling stuck? Are you struggling to be able to create new results? Do you find yourself feeling like you're in this position where, you know what, it's not meant for you to be able to get the results that you're looking for, right? And so what I've noticed, right, and what I found in my career, and listen, I've been a certified personal trainer now for 19 years, right? And part of the biggest piece that oftentimes people are missing is the mindset portion, right? Look, we hear the 80%, nutrition. We hear the 20% fitness, and a lot of people are really focusing more on the 20% fitness, right? That's the thing that they try to give all their energy to when nutrition plays a bigger role in that. But the thing that plays the bigger role in all of it is your mindset, because if you don't have the belief, if you don't have the confidence, if you don't feel like you are able to create it, at some point you are going to start to slip down a slippery slope of not really doing what you're supposed to be doing with your fitness and your nutrition, right? And so your mindset is one of the things that are holding you back, right? It's probably the major key, right? Now, despite the fact that, sometimes you might be following the wrong plan, because I found that to be a lot of people that are following the wrong plan, and that's why they're struggling to create the results, right? But again, the biggest piece in why you might not see the results, why you're not seeing new results, is your mindset, right? Your mindset of, holding on to past unsuccessful attempts and feeling like, well, I wasn't able to create it, or I get to a certain point and then I just don't continue, or not able to break free from this plateau, and it's just so frustrating, right? And so because you're bringing that baggage, yes, I'm calling it baggage, right? Because you're bringing that past pain baggage into your new plan, you start falling back, because you start self-sabotaging yourself. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are self-sabotaging your ability to create some new results indirectly without even realizing it, because you're like, well, when I did this before, it didn't happen, so what's the point of me putting in forth all this effort? Or you may be going through the motions, and it's just not working because you're only going through the motions and you're not giving it that 110, 120, 150%, right? Or you may be that individual that, you just start going and it's not happening fast enough, right? It's not happening fast enough. And so because it's not happening as fast as you think it should be happening, you stop doing all the things that you were doing that were producing results for you. But because it wasn't as fast as you think it should happen, you start cutting back. And guess what? You cutting back is the reason why you're not seeing some new results. And so what I want to share with you is that you got to start to work on your mindset, and it starts with you believing in yourself. You got to have the faith and belief that it is possible for you to create the results that you seek despite any unsuccessful attempts that you have. Let me tell you something about a plateau, right? A plateau is your body's way of telling you that you need to change. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to adjust. It's time for you to do something different, and you are just not listening to your body telling you these things because you've decided that, it's supposed to work this way, and if I follow this path, it's gonna get me to my destination. No, your body can't talk to you and say, hey buddy, this isn't it. We're not going to change if you keep doing this. I mean, if that could happen, you would probably be freaked out if your body could talk to you. But a plateau is your body's way of talking to you, because you stay at a plateau as long as you decide. Yes, I said it. You decide how long you stay at a plateau, because once you come to a plateau, it's time to change something. What needs to be changed? You got to figure that out, right? Or you can invest in somebody that can help you, like myself, a certified personal trainer, a nutritionist, a dietitian, somebody that's going to be an expert that can help you make the adjustments that are necessary, right? Because your plateau could mean your meal plan needs to change. Your plateau could mean your exercise program needs to change. Your plateau could mean that you need to increase your intensity in the things that you're doing, but you're not realizing utilizing it because you feel like it's supposed to get you to your promised land of new results just because you're doing something. And that is not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. You see, listen, people that are in the fitness industry, the experts and the gurus and stuff like that, we understand that what you start to get results from isn't always going to get you to where you want to be. And so adjustments need to be made along the way. And oftentimes, right, if you're not an expert, if you're not a guru, if you're not a professional, you may not realize that. And you think that the plan is just one-time deal. That's not how it works. Every step of the way you need to make some adjustments, and we analyze what we're doing. So there is your tip. You got to start analyzing what you're doing. If you don't know how to do it on the fly because that's not your thing and you're not a pro, cool, start journaling. Food, beverage, exercise journal, right? I'm telling you right now, it's going to be powerful for you. But we're talking about mindset, right? And your mindset is you got to get out your own way. That's why the power of the food, beverage journal with exercises and timestamps is going to be beneficial for you, because your mind is telling you, I'm doing all the things. But then when you write it out, you realize you're not doing anything. I'm telling you right now, you can't get away from the truth. And the truth of the matter is that when you start to write it out, you realize that, wow, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Wow, I'm not eating as often as I'm supposed to. Wow, I'm skipping meals. Wow, I'm eating some bad things. I'm making some bad choices. Wow, I have some things that are high in salt and high in calories, and I didn't even realize that because I just didn't write it down and I thought it was healthy. Wow, I'm not exercising as much as I thought I was. It's just because I'm sore for all the time. I feel like I was just working out like every other day or every day. It seemed like, but when in reality, when I look back in my journal, I only worked out once. Wow, I know I was supposed to be doing a minimum of, 2.5 hours of cardio, and I felt like I got it in, but I only got it in 45 minutes. When you start to write those things down, now you can tell yourself the truth, and now you can make shifts in your mindset and say, you know what, maybe I need some assistance. Right? One of the tips for you to be able to improve your mindset is you got to start to do some personal development, right? What is that? That is working on your mindset. That is listening to positive and inspirational messages. That is surrounding yourself with individuals who are more positive than you are, that can help to uplift you and empower you so that you can let go of the past baggage that you've been carrying along with you, trying to get to a new destination when you can't get the entrance because you got the baggage with you. You got to let it go. But I'm telling you right now, see the full equation, right? Because again, as I mentioned, you hear the 20% fitness, you hear the 80% nutrition, and then that's all, right? But it's 20% fitness, 80% nutrition, 100% mindset. That 100% mindset is the key. It is the biggest piece of it all, and you got to get that. That 100% mindset, once you start to make some shifts, once you start to say, you know what, listen, I don't care what happened in the past. I know that I have the ability to create results. Why? Because there's other people around me creating results. And what's possible for one, it's possible for all, right? It brings me back, it just popped into my head, just like, you know what, back in the day when no one thought that you could break a 4-minute mile, and the thought process and the mentality that was surrounding that is if you ran under 4 minutes for the mile, your heart would explode. And so nobody really wanted to go for it until this guy named Roger Bannister said, you know what, it's possible. He decided to do it. Trained for it, made it happen. Since then, he didn't die right after the fact, right? His heart didn't explode. Since then, because it's possible for one person did it, and it changed the mindset. It let people not think about these limiting beliefs and had a ceiling on their head. Guess what? Now they're like, well, listen, if he can do it, I can do it. Right? And it's not about comparing yourself to somebody else, but you got to have that belief and faith that if it's possible that other people who are just like you, got crazy schedules like you, got kids like you, got injuries like you, it's possible for you to be able to create the results. You just got to believe and let go of those limiting beliefs. Let go of the things that are chaining you down to the ground. Let go of the things that are keeping you at a plateau. And understand, until you decide to let go of those things and break free, you will continue to struggle with your results. I don't want you to struggle. I don't want you to struggle. You don't want you to struggle. But you got to start working on this. Start working on your mindset. Start creating different stories, right? Stop telling yourself these limiting belief stories, right? These things that, you know what, kind of sound good and it makes you feel good because you haven't created what you wanted, but it ain't the truth. Start telling yourself the truth that it is possible for you. You just got to be willing to make the adjustments and do the things that are necessary and required in order for you to progress. Progress is possible for you. New results is possible for you. Getting your goal weight, body, health, all of that is possible for you. You just got to decide that you want it. So the question is, how bad do you want it? And then the second question is, do you really want the things that you say that you want? Because it sounds good in conversation, but it will show up in the actions that you're taking to produce your new results. All right, that's what I got for you on today. If you got some value in this video, feel free to hit the share button, tag somebody that needs to hear this message, invite somebody to come and watch this video so that they can understand that once they start to improve their mindset, once they start to create some shifts, once they start to focus on working their mind muscle, right, and the belief and faith in themselves, that they too can create some new results at will. Go out there and get it. It's your boy, Mr. Body. I'm out of here.